And welcome to the grand final preview of the Woodward Cup. And as you can just see, that's the shield we're all playing for. Well, only two teams are playing for it this year, but we'll all be playing for it next year. So, tonight I'm joined by co-host of the Caboolture Vikings, Coach Glenn. Welcome, Glenn.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone.
Oh, is that all you've got to say?
Well, look, I've got a lot to say, but I think I'll pick my moments.
Okay, that's all right. Look, this year marks the end of the Keeper League format, and for some of us it's been a long building process, and for others it's just pick them as they come, and really I don't know who's been more successful. What do you reckon?
Well, yes, you're right. It is the final year of the Keeper League, and what you usually find when you slow cook a good meal is all the best juices come to the top. And that's what we've got here today. We've got the Phantom Roosters, arguably one of the better sides over the past few years, and of course the Dynasty Warriors themselves, the Caboolture Vikings. So
yes,
you know, I think natural ability and skill has come to the fore.
Not luck.
And no luck at all. It's been a carefully crafted. Haynes scored 100 points last week just when I needed him.
And where did you have him? And where did you have him? On the bench.
No, he was a run-on.
Was he?
Yes, he was. I had Frizzell on the bench.
Okay, all right, okay.
Yeah, no, a very tactically sound and astute coach there behind the master stroke.
It was a master stroke. Yes, so next year it will be completely new teams. So all the talent will be spread out, and it will be a very interesting season next year. Look, go on.
I just wanted to say, I think what we're going to try to aim for is a 16-team competition.
Yes.
Which will spread the talent around.
Yes.
And hopefully get us back to the traditional format, which we've all come to enjoy.
Talking about a 16-team comp, if you don't quite make the number, remember we can always revert to the Plan B scenario of many years ago.
Well, it's very interesting you say that, because I had the exact same offer from coach of the Wood Raiders. And I'll tell you exactly what I said to him.
No, this is going over a public channel.
Yes.
Look, before we get into the final series, into the grand final preview proper, an invitation was sent both to you and to Coach Steve via text.
Yes.
Now, I don't wish to annoy him during work hours, so...
I do all the time.
Well, okay, that's okay. But I think he must be media shy. Either that or it's a media blackout.
Yeah, no, look, I think what you find is the Phantom Roosters, this is their first ticket to the big show.
Yes,
and,
yes.
I think he was probably unaware of the obligations for grand final coaches. I didn't see him at the team breakfast or at the captain's meeting. So, and when the Daily Telegraph was there with the shield, there was just a lonesome me there with him. So, yeah, what can I say? I think he's just shit the bed and didn't know his obligations.
Yes. Actually, in some ways, because it's the end of an era, it's a shame there's not a foundation team in the grand final.
No, you're right. Yes, that is a shame.
Yeah.
That is a shame.
And there are only 3 foundation teams left, you know.
Yeah, well, who would they be? They'd be the Wood Raiders,
Bathurst Bulldogs,
and Mollywood Monsters.
Correct.
I'd like to say, though, I'm pretty sure the Bathurst Bulldogs have gone the way of the Newtown Jets. Everyone loves them, but they just don't seem to come through.
But like the North Sydney Bears, they may come back into it.
They may, yes, they may. He's hoping
Indeed. Now, look, on a different note, we have a very observant audience that we stream our vast audience to.
Yes.
And in the last broadcast, Coach Wendy was doing her wrap-up and mentioned some figures.
Yes.
And mentioned that you happen to have had the highest score in the competition.
That's right.
Now, there are 2 points. One, Coach Wendy was correct in that you were the highest scorer in the regular round.
That's right, yes.
And the observant individual pointed out that the Phantom Roosters actually had the highest score so far in the first preliminary final.
Well, hang on. Is this an apology letter to the paper?
No. I'm just pointing out that when information is presented on this channel,
yes,
it's there because people have done some research,
yes,
and it's given in good faith, shall I say?
Sure.
Yes. So yes,
Okay.
it was very good that we have an observant audience, though.
Yes. Well, yes, a very well-educated audience.
It is. It is.
The Woodward part, anyway, is quite well-educated. Probably why they've won so many trophies for them.
Yes. Now, while we're talking about scores and whatever, it's good to see young Will grasp the bull by the horns and guide his team almost to a grand final appearance.
I know, didn't he absolutely dominate the young man this year?
He did. Now, look, I'm going to hold up the Proboscis Monkey Bets leaderboard of a few months ago.
Yes.
And at that time, the Narangba Bulldogs were about halfway down the chart.
Yes.
This was while he was assistant coach.
Yes, that's right, yes.
However,
There was a team revolt, yes.
before that, they were even further down. They were in about 10th position.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, and I think the young assistant coach started to provide guidance, shall I say.
Yes.
And at one stage, I'll just hold this up again, the Narangba Bulldogs were on 10-1 to win.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, that would have been good. Yeah, okay, that would have been good to get on the money then.
Yeah. But I think he's going to be dangerous next year.
Yes.
Very dangerous. But I think he really needs to show some respect. I mean, the youngest player getting rid of the oldest player in one of the semi-finals.
Yes.
Not a very good look, young Will.
No, look, he decided, I had a conversation with him pre-finals.
Yes.
And he said to me that if he was going to go in, he was going to go in hard. And he said Grandpa might win at Catan, but he's not winning at football. So.
Yeah, okay. Good. And this might be the second time we see the Shield go to a non-Woodward, if you don't play your cards right.
Yeah, look, I appreciate that. I'm well aware I am the only Woodward coach to lose a trophy, thanks to Lollahea.
Yes.
And
Yes.
the Tigers.
Yes.
The Lollahea incident is how it's referred to at home here.
Yes.
And I'll be doing my darndest, don't you worry about that. I've contacted Telstra.
Yes.
I've arranged for Steve's mobile and internet to be disconnected tonight for 4 days.
Oh,
so,
good. Okay, yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good.
Yeah.
Look, I just want to go back to young Will for a moment.
Yes.
Not only did he get rid of me in the final, or was it whatever, me being a winner of 2017 and 2016
Yes.
of the Shield.
On the three-peat.
Yeah, yes. But also, he knocked out Scotty Humdingers, who were the winners in the previous year, in the year before.
Yes, look, yeah, absolutely. Now, Scotty's been a disappointment to many people this year. So, I mean, some of us aren't surprised, but certainly it was a great effort by young Will, and should have a lot of coaches nervously looking over their shoulder next year.
I think so. Now, just digressing a little bit, it was good to see the Blues win Origin this year.
Excellent, it was.
Yes. Hopefully the rain will be more than 1 year. He's hoping. Yeah, but at least in the squad for the upcoming Kangaroos or some such thing, there are more Blues players than Maroons players, so that's good.
Yes. Well, if the Maroons pick players struggle to get a full-time gig in first grade, that's their fault. I think the next time we see the Maroons with the Shield will be when there's a young W. Woodward playing at fullback. But that's just me.
Right. Okay. Yeah, and that would be unfortunate he happened to play for the Maroons. But then again, he has been a Maroons supporter all his life, hasn't he?
Well, and to be fair, he was born in Queensland and plays junior footy, so I don't think we've got a choice in that.
Yeah, okay. All right. Okay. All right. Let's get on to the grand final that is fast approaching. Now, I'm just bringing round the Lego leaderboard, and you know, right at the very bottom in 12th position, we've got all these empty places, until we come to the very, very top. Here's the crown sitting here. I'm showing it now. There's the crown. And it will either be the Phantom Roosters or the Caboolture Vikings. They're both...
Can I just seek some clarification? Sorry to interrupt.
Yes.
Now, can I rest assured that the crown is currently not residing on Phantom Rooster's head?
Correct.
Excellent, thank you.
He only wore the crown in the rounds leading up to the grand final to indicate that he was the leader at that stage.
No, that's fine. I'm aware that was discussed at the grand final lunch, but because Phantom Roosters weren't there, I just wanted to make sure they understood why.
Yeah, that's okay. And you know, all correspondence can be addressed to the producer of this program. That's fine.
Certainly.
Now, big lead up. Okay. At the beginning, or a few weeks ago, Proboscis Bets had Phantom Roosters at even money, and you were way down here at 3-1.
Yes. Would have been a good time to get on the Vikings.
It would have been. But then again, we must gamble responsibly.
Yes.
But how do you see your side going?
Look, we've trained hard all year. Like I said, we've made some strategic decisions. We picked up Latrell Mitchell, which was a great pickup.
Yes.
Look, in all honesty, I can see myself getting up by about 47 points.
47, okay. Right.
Yes, and I feel that I'm going to be out in front early just through the sheer legwork that we've been doing. And the Phantom Roosters will give it a shot coming home, but ultimately be unsuccessful.
You don't want Cameron Munster, do you? Oh, sorry. Oh, that's not the way to play the game, is it? No.
Unfortunately, I'm a very ethical person, and
apart from having Telstra cut off his line, okay, yep.
Yes. So look, rest assured, the Caboolture Vikings. I think I had a discussion with Wood Raiders. We have been building a dynasty.
Yes.
Over the past 5 years, we've made 2 grand finals, 1 a Shield, and been minor premier. So, results speak for themselves.
Yes, indeed they do. And it will be a sad moment when we have to do the grand final wrap-up next week because it's been a wonderful season and some newcomers, and I hope we can keep most of those newcomers for next year.
Yes.
But, look, I might just finish on this wrap-up and say, look, congratulations for getting to the grand final.
Thank you.
And in the words of your older brother, the title is there for you to lose.
Well, at least I can be there to lose it. Unfortunately, he's on Mad Monday.
No, well, it won't be Mad Monday for you next Monday. It'll be Victorious Monday for you.
That's exactly right. We're looking forward to it. We've got the plates on the wall, and it's been a pleasure to be on the show. Thank you very much.
And thank you very much. Thank you, Coach Glenn. Bye for now.
See ya.